Hey guys, well I was hoping to get this clip away before New Year's but didn't happen, I'm sorry. So yeah, I guess we'll go for the patch walk, and technically I guess it's like Back to the Future. You're currently in the future and we're going backwards. Anyway, let's go see the veggie patch. I guess I'll quickly do a bit of a recap because everything's sort of changed around so much, and then I'll take you through and show you what's going on now. So I guess it all started about 3 weeks ago. Got a call, Greenfinger's crew, for you that are overseas or interstate, as a TV show on Channel 9. It used to be on Channel 7, now it's on Channel 9. It's a gardening show. Anyway, they wanted to come around and do a bit of a revisit in the garden. So yeah, it was hard at work, had the patch up and about 3 weeks ago. It looked really good planting out, everything looked fine. They came, they filmed, that went really well. Yeah, they took the footage that they needed, cut, edited, did all that, and then that was shown only the other day. Then after that, Christmas week hit. Now anyone that works in retail like myself, or in management in retail, knows you're pretty much dusk to dawn, don't see family, don't have time to do anything, and the garden really suffered. So lots of things changed then. Got to Christmas Day or Boxing Day, finally got out in the patch, and then I assessed the damage. So first thing, zucchinis gone, powdery mildew within 4 days hit, and they were pretty much cactus. Came around the other side, tomatoes, because they hadn't been watered for 4 days. They had started to wilt, straight away watered everything. They have come back, they're not too bad. I'm just looking at them as we speak. But yeah, they're nowhere back to where they should have been. Now that's partly because I didn't put the cover back over this side. Probably should have, and I've learnt my lesson. On the other side though, where the zucchinis were, the powdery mildew, that was caused because I put the cover on too early. Now compared to last year, I put the cover on 3 weeks later, but still that wasn't enough. Summer came really late to Perth this year, extremely late, like 1 or 2 weeks out from Christmas, which is really unheard of. Also lost the cucumbers. They sort of peaked. I planted quite a few of them, but I didn't stagger plant them, so I really wish now that I did like a second and a third planting. They flushed and I got tons of cucumbers, more than we can keep up with. And then yeah, unfortunately now they've all died off. Squash, that's got hit with powdery mildew as well. It's protected just over the side over here from the cubby house, and that gets quite a lot of shade, so that got affected with powdery mildew. Once again, that was over Christmas, leading up to Christmas, so didn't have a chance to get onto it, and so I lost the squash as well, which was really unfortunate. There are a few pluses though that have come out of it, and I guess I'll do a patch walk now and I'll show you what the state of the patch is now. Alrighty, so we'll go through a bit of a patch walk, eh? Firstly, the corn has done really awesome. We can't keep up. I planted this lot here and the lot in the background there at the same time. No, sorry, 3 weeks apart, hoping that they would mature at different times, but unfortunately they both matured somehow at the same time. So we've got a massive amount of corn at the moment. It's corn for lunch and dinner pretty much every day. The rock melons got a few flowers on them now. No rockies that are set as of yet. This is bush pumpkin is taking over this bed. There's heaps of flowers, and I'm not sure if we're actually going to get pumpkin. I hope so, because there's heaps of flowers, but there's none set as of yet. The tomatoes, like I said, I showed in the clip, they're struggling. I am getting plenty of tomatoes off it, however. This one here is a Tigerella, as you can see, and this one here is actually supposed to be yellow. That's ripe, that's ready to come off as well. But yeah, The tomatoes, there's plenty along here. The basil, that's taking over. Actually, the patch on this side is very overgrown. This will have to be made into pesto. Over here we have, sorry about the light, it's very late afternoon. We've got capsicum, some nice capsicum there, so that's a plus. They're doing really well. This is the first lot of corn, which you can see I've harvested some there, but there's still quite a few more on this lot. These ones got really tall. Well, from me anyway, that's about 8 foot. It's not too bad. More capsicum through, oh sorry guys, through here. Now this bed's pretty much been stripped out of lettuce, except for this one, green oak leaf. I'm going to leave this one, I want to keep the seed. And the rocket, I'll leave the rocket in here. Yeah, we're making some nice things with the rocket at the moment. And I guess I'll show you, there's a row of carrots through there, and there's beetroot through there, but some really good beetroot just over here. Check this one out. That one's a really nice beetroot. Really happy with that one. Anyway, we'll go the other side and I'll show you down here. So the herbs along this front bit are all looking really good, but they will be tested in the next few days. We've got 39 degrees coming up, so that'll be interesting. Normally they tend to suffer, especially the mint just here. That's normally the first one that gets cooked. Now this bed here, this did have zucchini in a row all the way along here. As I said, that got hit by powdery mildew, so that's been ripped out. Was considering planting another row of cucumbers along there, but then changed my mind. I thought, no, it's January almost and we'll get the really hot weather, so pretty much that's my planting done now. What's in is in, and what survives survives. These beetroot along the back here look a bit tired and small, but they will kick off now that the zucchini is gone, because the sun sort of comes from that direction and the zucchini flowers were sort of smothering the beetroot, so they should come good now. Same with the snake beans that were planted there, they were getting smothered out as well, so they should come good. What else we got? So this one here is the lettuce bed. Plenty of lettuce. It's liking it in this shady spot, and there's some butternut pumpkin I'll show you in a minute over there. And then growing up here we've got the purple beans going right to the top, and also now the snake beans, which are on quite a lot of these, are starting to kick off. You can see here's a really good example of one here. Really long. That'll be over, that'll be about 40 centimeters I reckon, and that's not done with yet. So, and that one goes right up the top there to the end. So yeah, the snake beans do really well in the hot weather. These are the rosemary, my little babies that I'm growing for out the front. I'm going to do a hedge of rosemary out the front. These ones here I only cut probably about a week ago, so they look a bit dead compared to that, but they hopefully, as long as I keep the water up, will come good. The other tray of the ones that were at this stage I have now potted out, so yes, I do have one heck of a lot of rosemary. I'll show you the butternut pumpkin. Oh, this is the rosella, sorry, rosella? Yeah, rosella, and it's got flowers, so that'll be interesting. Never grown that before. And over here is butternut. Now there is a little bit of powdery mildew starting to kick in, so I'll have to get onto that. Bit of soapy water hopefully will fix that. But there is some that have taken, I think, over here. One there, one there. This one's looking pretty good. So yeah, I'll take you over the other side and show you where. Fruit trees. Alright, well this one here was my magnificent plum tree. You might remember it had the cover over it. As you can see, it's bare. We did get quite a few plums off it, but when the green fingers crew came, I took the cover off so they could get a better shot. Do you think I remembered to put the thing back on? No. And came out the next morning and whatever was left was stripped bare. So yeah, not happy about that at all. You know, the other tree's doing just fine, and that's had rock dust, rock minerals, which if you watch the clip that the Green Fingers crew did, you'll hear about that in it. And I will put a link, but I'll put it on my Facebook page because I'm not smart enough to work out how to put it on a YouTube page. Anyway, lucky last, guys. We'll go over this side and I'll show you. This is the spaghetti squash, which is doing okay, and this is my last planting of corn. And I still haven't harvested my last of the onions. They're still sitting in there, so they look alright. And there's some carrots here and a large carrot flower. So I might just let that self-seed, you know what? I think I'll let that go and just see what happens. But I will harvest these other ones in between before it gets too baking hot and it goes really woody. And that, guys, is about it. Well, hopefully you had a Merry Christmas, and hopefully you have a Happy New Year, and I'll see you in the next video in, I don't know when, a week or so, or maybe 2. See you guys. There's the fruit trees, and there are the cheeky little buggers that ate the fruit. And I'll show you another quick shot, because they roost in this tree at night. Where are they? There you go. You cheeky little mongrels. Hello, yeah, I can see you.